All right, good morning, folks. I think we are live and good to go. Let me see. It sounds like it. Let me get this shared around real quick. Grab that. I think we are good. Matt Kane, first in the house. What's up? Dirty D, hello. Hawk Saints, Lucas, what's up, man? Morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Division 2. Yeah, we got a new section of the Manhunt to go through today. We'll check out some of the things that went in with the maintenance overnight. I'm doing it right now, Hermes. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go fast. It's because I don't have the stupid intro screen anymore. I mean, I have it, but it was causing audio desync, and I still have not had time to fix it. So eventually that will get rolling, but I need to manually notify for now. So let me do it real quick. But welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. Alright, just putting this bad boy in. Right here. Bam. Alright, that should be good. My mic keeps hitting my other mic. That's fun. And then let me just put in Discord, and we'll be good. Thank you all for your patience. So I gotta switch. That's something. There we go. And we got that. And bam. Done, done, done. Alright, 50 people in the stream already. Welcome in, folks. Okay. Who else we got in here now? Scott, Mile High, Hermes, I already said, Ryan, Helios, Ray, Postman, Wolf, Swede, Peter. Welcome in, everybody. Is the game fixed now? Depends on your definition. I don't think the game will ever be fixed to where there's 0 bugs. That's pretty much impossible for a live game. But from what I heard, I've not yet logged on today, but from what I heard, the weapon sounds is fixed, the crafting bug is fixed. Apparently, you still can't upgrade the crafting bench from superior to high end. I don't have a way to test that because I don't have a character at that level, but yeah. Literally putting my life on pause right now for it. Well, that's kind of you. Hello, Swede. No, it's never been broken. The best gun ever. That's right, the Slayer. Dude, it's perfect record right there for the Slayer. Putting the stream on while I play the new content along with Mr. Rogue. Hey, thank you, Wolf. Jam, what's up? Tactical, I found a new glitch with the apparel. What's that? Yeah, I saw there was a new bundle. If I go to store, they got a Stars and Stripes bundle for 4th of July. I wish it would let me... I want to preview the whole thing together. But it's not letting me do it. What if I take this off? I just want to see the full thing. It looks cool. I just don't know if I kind of like how the shirt looks. Oh, that's cool. You got like a eagle back there. It looks cool. I just wish I could see the full thing so I could know if it would really be something that I would wear. What if I put on a different... Here, what if I put on like the Umbra, very minimalist vest here? Can I see it a little bit better then? Okay. That's kind of cool. You get the physics on the threads in the necklace. So yeah, there's a 4th of July inspired bundle here if you're into that. It's kind of cool. I don't know if I'll get it, but it's kind of cool. And I think there's skins as well. Yeah, 2 weapon skins. So there you go. Give me my Kelso fit back though. That's all I'm rocking today. What do we got? Brian, hola to yourself, my guy. How you doing? Over 80 people in the stream now. Welcome in, everybody. Kingman Civic, how you been? I've been all right. Can't wait to open a new can of worms. We'll see what we get into. But welcome in, man. Unable to change the chest piece unless you get a jacket. Wait, what? Unable to change the chest piece unless you get a jacket or shift, which has gear on it already. Not gonna lie, Tactical, I do not comprehend from what you're saying. Like, I think I follow what you're saying, but I'd have to try it myself. Ramon, what's up? Matthew, I'm doing well indeed, man. Dirty says, I love the cowboy hat. Yeah, that's pretty good. What's up, Buttercup? What's up, Johnny? Lido, good to see you, man. Just got back on the game after a few months off. Well, welcome back, Kenny. Good to see you. I'm really upset about Heartland, bro. I was so pumped. I was too, Pug's Life. I was too. It's definitely... Out of all the drama we're having right now, I would guess that by the end of this year, that will be the biggest bummer, at least for me, of the year in terms of division stuff, is Heartland not coming. Me and you both were psyched for it. Lucas with a 22-month member message. Like a legend. Oh my, I've been here since Fei Lao was alive. Is that right? 22 months. Well, I'm sure you've been at the channel longer than that, but yeah. R.I.P. Fei Lao. Thank you, Lucas, for being a member so long, as always, dude. Rolling through Descent for the newcomer now. I'll probably try and do it. How much time is left on the apparel event? Let's peek. 6 days. It should be 6 days left of it being active, meaning you can get it through gameplay. Yeah, event live. So yeah, you have 1 week basically from right now to get the keys via gameplay. Then you'll have to buy them. Alright, we're gonna get into the manhunt soon. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with chat, which I suppose I'll never be able to fully do. Appreciate y'all being here, though. Angel, what's up? Razors, what's up? Any bug fixes with this patch? The sound is horrible. The big ones they touted for today were the fixes to the sound with LMGs and rifles, and like the spec weapons, I guess, and the crafting bug, and like there was an issue with Keener's watch, I guess, which I wasn't fully aware of because I didn't have a new character going up that way. Well, let's see. Let's test it right now. Hey, LMG sound is back. That's good. What about rifles? Alright, so at least LMGs and rifles seem to be good. I don't have a minigun on. Let's see, I'm probably going to want to run this for the manhunt anyway. Oh, but I don't have any spec ammo. I would assume that those are fixed, the rest are as well, so hopefully that's good. Love your videos. Thank you, Angel. Ola, not too much, you know. I'm chilling. I'm glad that they're getting some fixes into the game, all that, but I'm doing well. How about yourself? So I'd say Pele is a hero for going outside the normal channels for letting us know, listening to the player base. It was definitely, you know, appreciated by a lot. I think he did get some pushback on that, you know, internally, which sucks, but... And it's tough, you know, like, there is an argument to be made that that is technically undermining the teams who try and craft responses to that stuff, but at the same time, if we're waiting weeks and weeks for word on something, it gets tough, so... I don't know. I know a lot of people appreciated it, for sure. Alright, let's get into the manhunt, shall we? We've got an all-new trial to go through. I'm quite excited to see what the comms are going to be, because the first rounds thing, or the first trial, had a lot of interesting lore, I would say. Obviously, it all centers around Keener, so looks like Red Dragon is first up there. Colleen coming in with the $20 super chat with the sticker saying you were amazing. Thank you so much. 10th super on a live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is incredibly kind. Thank you so much. Followed right up with Matt saying at 8:22, but I'm still here. Matt, of course you're still here, and you're incredibly appreciated, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, geez Louise. Haven't even gotten into the gameplay yet. We got 100 people in the stream, almost 60 likes. Thank you all. Let's frickin' get into it, shall we? After I take a drink of water. Powered by Geico said, nice name. Any video showing what the best AR in the game is right now? I mean, I haven't done like the specific math calculations to say what the best one is, but most people would say that the St. Elmo's engine, which is an exotic, is maybe the best. It has very good stats, a very universal exotic talent, so I would say look into that one if you're looking for a really good AR, Geico. St. Elmo's engine. What's up, Ronald? How you doing? Alright, I need to warm up here. I haven't played in a little bit.
We're losing people.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Where does this person go? Way down here. Ow, ow, ow. Dude, that turret is put in work. It's trying to break its chain. Jeez, that thing was really ripping me. Alright. There we go. Mile High said, any suggestions for people who help first-time raiders? Yes. I highly recommend that you look up both DJ Tickle or GC Rock here on YouTube. They've got YouTube channels, but on there you should find the links to their Discord. I know both of them do regular raid and incursion carries, and their communities do as well. So, yeah, GC Rock, DJ Tickle, both really solid guys whose community should be able to help you out with that, Mile. Don't know if you heard... the fix for the upgrade crafting that shouldn't work. I did hear about that. We were talking about it a second ago. Yeah, it seems like they fixed the god roll thing, but maybe not that, so I'll be sure to get that report if it's not already. Dirty, yes. I have heard of that. Thank you very much, Razors. Angel, thank you very much. That's kind of you to say. Shield Splinter's GOAT status too. It is. It's very good, especially after the changes. What do you hope for by the end of the season? I hope that we get to have an actual conversation with Aaron Keener, and that it's not another, you found me, agent, now I'm going to run away, and you got to find me, you know what I mean? Like, that's a little bit of what we had last season, where we hunted for Kelso the whole time, and then we just got duped. I hope that we get to have whatever the outcome is, I just want to actually kind of go face-to-face with Aaron Keener and hear what he has to say, you know? That's my hope. Because if you think about it, aside from when we fought him at Liberty Island, we've never actually just stood there and talked to him, right? It's always been, like, very deceptive through the comms, all that stuff. So, yeah. That's my hope. Hey, what's up, Notorious?
Detecting additional hostile contact.
Cypher, Big Rogue. I've never gotten that one before, but I'll take it. Oh shoot, where'd your comment go? Oh, we're going to play Once Human. I saw someone tweeting about that this morning. Is it like officially releasing or something? Is it actually having a full release date? Because I know they've had like several beta tests that I tried to get into once, but honestly, I kind of got annoyed at how weird that whole thing was. It was like, join our Discord and do this, and maybe we'll send you a code. If not, keep looking in your different... It just got so complex, I was like, okay, I don't really care anymore. But I do want to try it. It seemed, what was weird about the beta thing is it seemed like they were inviting so many people that they might as well have just opened it up for anyone to freely download. But they still made you jump through like 10 hoops, and so I got a little frustrated by that, to be honest.
Heavily armored hostile detected. Near location guarded by hostiles.
Oh, it's today. Sick. Is it free to play or does it cost money? I don't remember. There we go.
Use your strength and cunning to slay the lion.
To slay the lion. You got it, Anna. Anything you say.
Supply room access unlocked.
Alright, what did I miss up here? $107 heat index here outside DC. Oh, you're near DC, Matt? That's cool. But 107 though, that's wild, man. Stay cool. I know how bad that can get pretty quick. Pushing 140 people in the stream. Thank you all very much for being here. And if you have not already and you do want to help support, hitting the like button very much does so. We're 2 likes away from 70 likes. But I appreciate you hanging out. I'm trying to think what cadence I should listen to the comms in. Maybe we'll get like 2 or 3 and listen and do little bundles like that. What do we have next? A bounty? Yeah. The Lion's Den. That's pretty good. Hercules, how can you defeat something that is impenetrable? I don't know, Anna. That's a good question. Also, what's up, Notorious, if I didn't say that already. Good to see you. Have they say if the Division 3 will be on the in-house engine or something like Unreal 5? Ray, they have not, but I would bet you... And I'm not kidding when I say like $1,000 that it will be on Snowdrop. There's essentially no chance that it's not going to be on Snowdrop. That's the engine they made for the Division in the first place. It's the engine that Ubisoft has now transitioned like the majority of their entire company's projects and games to. It's the one that Massive still has a team for and develops in-house, so it just doesn't... I see zero reason why they would use something other than Snowdrop. And a lot of people like to say it's not a good engine, like it's very outdated or it's not as powerful as Unreal 5. I'm no game dev or engine engineer, so I can't give you a technical definition for why, but for everything I know, it's essentially just as good as Unreal 5. It's just about how it's used, how it's developed. So, yeah, I would say with high certainty that it'll be on Snowdrop.
Target near you.
It's right here. Nice. Stuart, what's up? Returning player after a relatively long hiatus. Welcome back. Is your, in your opinion, what should I be looking to do? Well, I assume you're at the end game, as in being at level 40. I guess it depends on if, pardon me, if you're into the story, you can check out the Legacy Manhunt menu that they added. So from your map here, if you tab over one, at the bottom you'll see a button for Legacy Manhunts. And so if you want to like catch up on the story stuff you've missed, you can see what seasons have happened since you were gone. you unlock the missions for all of these things at level 1 of the current season on the free portion. So basically, as soon as you log in and do like one activity, you should unlock. You can see there at the top Legacy Climax missions. So yeah, if you care about the story, I would say do a quick little recap, play the ones you haven't done yet, so that you know what you missed out on. After that, I don't know when you left, but the countdown game mode is considered pretty much like the best place to farm in the game. I've got a video of that up on the channel that you can search up if you want a quick guide on how that works, but you can choose your own targeted loot from there, so it's very easy to put together a build. And really from there, just go after whatever content you like. If you want more hardcore endgame stuff, we got an incursion that came out. Of course, you got PvP in the dark zones and conflict, so it's kind of open-ended, but also up to whatever stuff you enjoy. It's free to play? Alright, then yeah, I'll definitely check it out at some point. I didn't know it was coming out today. I wonder if it's going to be overshadowed at all by First Descendant, since everyone's kind of still in that. I know they're not like the same game, but there's similarities for sure. Yeah, Jay Bernie, thank you for writing in the names there. Yeah, Geico, those are the two guys that I was talking about. Walter, what's up? I like the fact that the AI starts cracking jokes for sure. Well, it differentiates her from Isaac, right? Like, you get a very different feeling from Anna, comparatively. Which city do you think they'll base Division 3? I have no idea like what they're going to choose. I've said before that my two top picks would be either Chicago or Boston. I feel like that gives them a pretty good gateway to making it feel similar to Division 1 while still being in a new city. Like, I wouldn't want them to just go back to New York again, which is what some people have said. But yeah, I feel like Chicago or Boston give similar vibes. They're in the same region, so they could do a good snowy launch, which I hope they do, or at least have that be one possible season if they're going to do rotating seasons. But yeah, I think something that captures Division 1's vibe while still being a new location would be pretty cool. So that's my hope. And we did get a Chicago mention finally in the recent Descent comm, so that was kind of cool. No idea if that's actually setting that up in any way. I doubt it, but that was still cool. Oops. I'll try, Mallory, but no promises. What's up, Chris? Have you seen the Division 2 China footage? Do you think we will see the Abyss content in America or Legendary Raids? It's a good question. That's actually, a good topic to bring up. There's been a lot of buzz lately about some recent content that the Chinese version of Division 2 got. There's two very important things that people either don't know or they've just forgotten when we're talking about the China version of the game. For one, it has a completely different monetization structure. You essentially cannot play the Chinese version of the game without regularly putting real-life money into it. You can't upgrade your loot unless you spend real money. Like, all your loot is... don't take this, like, verbatim, but it's something like your loot is stuck at level 1 until you either grind, like, hours and hours and hours and hours, or you just spend a little bit of money to get your gear up towards 40, and then you have to continue putting tons of time and resources and money in. So it's a completely different monetization structure. It's essentially pay to win, which means that they can then change how their development team works, how many people they put on the game, all that kind of stuff. So that's one thing that influences like the amount of content and the type of content they get. And then secondly, The game is also exclusive to PC, and from what
If you want to slay the Hydra, Hercules, you'll need Vanguard's help. But
sorry, I wanted to see what
you
Anna
need
was
to
saying.
finish the trials first.
Target down.
And then the game is also structured towards high-end PC specifically, which is the reason why they get so many cosmetics that it looks so good and have so many details to them, is because they're able to pump the resolution on them, compared to on this game, or on our version of the Division 2, it has to work for the Xbox One and the PS4, which at this point has some noticeable deficiencies. So those are kind of the two big differences. As for if we're going to get Abyss or Legendary Raids, Abyss, I would assume, has been constructed under the idea that, again, they can pump some of the graphical fidelity there. It doesn't mean they couldn't modify it to work in this game, but again, because the development teams are different, because their funding is different, I think it's just a completely different timeline and roadmap that the two games have, right? Like, I don't know if the Chinese version is going to get the Brooklyn DLC. That's obviously what our team is hard working on right now. That's probably their biggest focus. And so, yeah, I don't know. But I'm glad you brought it up, because that was a big thing that I saw people talking about recently. And certainly been a big conversation point. 170 people in the stream. Thank you all very much for hanging out. All right, let's finish this control point, and then I want to listen to the comms that we've gotten so far. Let's see what kind of stuff we've got. What's up, Lucas? I can link the build as soon as I'm done with this. I'll do that for sure. And I can show it on here, too. I did, Ramon. That's what we were just talking about with the differences between the Chinese version and our version. Oops, I didn't actually want to pick those up. Oh well.
Reinforcements en route.
Our flank is exposed.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Flashing grenade out.
Bam. Have a good one, Mallory. Talk soon, I'm sure.
Hostiles detected. Detected. Near my location.
Oh, I thought they were the other way. Postman with the $5. Thank you so much, man. First super on Alive. Appreciate it, my guy. Boycott Amazon Prime Week. Oh, is it just absolute hell in the delivery world? Is that why you say that? Or is there another reason that I'm not thinking of? But either way, thank you very much, man. Sincerely appreciated as always. What's up, Mark? So they had an update overnight that did a few fixes in the game. It restored sound to LMGs and rifles. It fixed up the crafting bug, a few other things there. But then, as per the seasonal calendar, the new target unlocked overnight as well. And new targets always come with that double XP for the first 15 levels, I think it is. So, yeah, that's active right now.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Any new theories about who the stalker was in the Vanguard season? Not any new theories, but I was definitely thinking about that after it ended. Like, did we really get a resolution for that? I don't know. I'm not sure, but that is a good question. Anyone know if they fixed Clan XP? Matt, that should be with you 21.2, which was not today. I would guess that'll be next week, but we don't know yet. So no, I don't think that's been fixed as of yet.
Hostiles guarding.
He could have, Anna, but he didn't. Foodie, what's up? Postman said, yes, sir, and in this heat. Oh, true.
Supply room
Damn.
access.
Well,
Locked.
for however much of a rush you get there, I hope you're able to stay cool and not pass out in the heat. That would be very bad. And to people listening to the stream, you heard Postman boycott Prime Week. Don't make our boy get heat exhaustion. Day 1 of retirement, Foodie, congratulations. That's awesome, man. And you're spending it on the stream? I'm flattered. But congrats, dude. Alright, let's listen to a few comms, shall we? Because I think we've gotten one for everything so far. Oh, it's a mission next. That's right, I guess they just kind of throw that in the middle, huh? So yeah, let's look at those. Alright, we got these 3. Oh, we got one with Hoskins in here. Oh, 2 with Hoskins. Okay, okay. Oh, Foodie coming in with the 5 gifted. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Going to AB Knight. Brave, what's up, dude? Civic, Reckles, Unknown, and Lucius. Welcome you 5 to Rogue Studios. Be sure to drop Foodie a thank you in the chat. Appreciate it very much as always, man. First day of retirement, gifted me some memberships. That's very kind of you, dude. Congratulations and thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Twitch, and I just started playing this game. I forgot about it for a year or two, made a new account just to re-break myself into the game. Will I ever be able to catch up with other people in PvP? You probably will, Twitch, in because they made a change in an earlier update this year where the conflict game mode completely normalizes the endgame progression things. So your shade levels, we'll come back to that really quickly, but your shade levels down here get disabled when you're in there, as well as expertise on items. Like I have 22% extra damage on this gun. That kind of stuff is disabled. So in the conflict mode, the only thing that matters is your build or the individual pieces that you have. And you can very easily put together a build that'll be competitive and competent in there. So yeah, conflict is the one you get through your map up here. That's the dedicated PvP mode. And you can 100% compete in there. The Dark Zone, they don't disable those things, so that's a different story. But as far as conflict, yeah, you should be able to do well. Yeah, thank you so much, Foodie. Trying to the port, she told me. Damn, Dirty. Well, I am sorry that you're going through that, my guy. That's not a fun series of things. But what they also say, if I can think of the right quote, after the storm is a rainbow, you know what I'm saying. Either way, I hope it gets better, man. I'm sorry you're going through that. That's not fun at all. All right, let's listen to a few of these comms, shall we?
How does it feel
How does what feel, Keener?
to kill your sister?
Fuck you, Keener.
You had no other choice.
I wouldn't have done it if I did.
You did the right thing.
Your approval makes me feel so much better.
We're supposed to be a phoenix, but you're a lioness.
What are you talking about?
Fierce, loyal, working for the pride, protecting the king while he sits on his throne, getting fat off the kills you provide him.
We're not talking about lions anymore, are we?
How do you feel knowing Calvin McManus could have prevented all of this and chose not to?
Enough of your riddles, Keener.
Now, you have no reason to believe me, but since you trust him so much, maybe you'll believe Isaac.
Okay, so, you're obsessed with Gordon Amherst and believe he may be a threat to national security, but can't prove that, and all you have to go on is some rants about climate change?
And his association with Vitaly Chernenko.
What now?
Chernenko, Russian virologist who specializes in 3D printing.
Dude, I knew I knew that that was going to come back to bite Cal. Again, I don't know if he, like, intentionally didn't go after Gordon Amherst when he had the chance to, but there's no shot that people were just going to let that go. So I actually really like that Keener's following up with that and using that as a tool to flip people to his side. That's pretty cool that we're getting Hoskins lore in here. But Foodie came in with another 5. Thank you so much, dude. Going to Dirty Bandit, Sod, Clay, and Nobody. Excuse me. Thank you so much, man. Again, those people drop Foodie a thank you if you haven't already. Yeah, Sod, that was Foodie here being extra generous today. So thank you so much, dude. And all of those people who have been gifted memberships in the last few minutes here, welcome to Rogue Studios. You now get a cool badge next to your name. You get emotes and emojis you can use here on the chat and in the channel. And if you want to join our Discord server and link up your YouTube account, you get access to the Rogue Studios channel on there. So a few fun little perks and benefits. But yeah, thank you so much for that, Foodie. Thank you, thank you. Helios said, isn't Hoskins from Hearts on Fire? Is that audiobook any good? I thought it was quite good, Helios, and yes, she is. I talked about that in a video a few weeks ago, because they were doing some those comms in Descent, but I guess they're on here now too, which is pretty sweet. What's up, Malicide? How you doing, man? Why you angry, my guy? I see that furrowed brow. By the way, 150 people in the stream, and we're 3 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't hit the like yet and you do want to support, I would appreciate it. But let's listen to the next one here.
Well, Mac's dead.
How did it happen?
Oh, she didn't die. Well, not yet, but she will. She just signed her death certificate.
She didn't join Nat's little army.
She did not. She opened her house. And now, all the refugees are wearing Merit Classic teas while drinking the family reserve and going to turn the Rose Garden into a farm for the community.
Well, she was always a humanitarian at heart.
She's not the one that got away, Keener.
Have to admire a woman with those means, choosing community over her personal safety.
You sound like a lovesick puppy, you know that?
What can I say? I love complicated women.
Yeah, Mac is a lot of things, but good for you is not one of them.
You're a good friend, Bridge.
I'm not that good of a friend. Besides, as much as Mac and you would make a horrible couple, I'm more worried about what Nat would do to you.
Why would Nat care if Mac and I got together?
Let's just say you wouldn't be the first suitor she got rid of. You think she's two-faced? She's a Hydra, and each head would be more than happy to destroy the competition.
Alright, so that happened sometime before the events of Paradise Lost, obviously. 100%, Matthew. These are very good comms, I think. What's up, Angel? We know Anna's different. She's reactive AI to what the agents do. That means it'd be complex to voice acting with so many options. For sure, yeah, I was talking about that in a past video. I think that's something, if they really wanted to make that work, that's something they could pursue in Division 3 and really flush out that system. But I do think it would be tough for Division 2 purposes to do it retroactively. Twitchin said, how does the endgame work? Can I ever defeat the Black Tusk like it did with the other factions? Last time I played, I thought I was doing something wrong. I mean, technically you never truly defeat any of the factions, right? Because they'll continue showing up in different endgame content. So there is a story... I mean, there's story progression to be chased in terms of the Black Tusk and, like, different efforts you're making against them. But they're still going to appear in the open world and stuff, if that's what you mean, and in those invaded missions. So, that's just kind of how looter shooters go, is that there's a story side to it, and then there's also a gameplay side, which you kind of have to, like, make a disconnect in your brain for, because you're still fighting the same enemies, you know? I was asking earlier if you noticed anything wonky with the Nemesis. Oh, I'm sorry if I missed your question. Can I find it up here? There it is. Have you noticed anything weird about the Nemesis lately? He seems to be completely out of whack now. Last 2 runs both lost because he had a random skill I didn't pick. I can't say I remember noticing anything. I haven't ran it since last week when I got the last comm. But I think I want to run it after we finish the trial here, so I'll see if I notice anything. But I had not as of yet. Alright, let's listen to the last one here.
How's the family?
Good. Stable.
I guess it's a good thing you had family with a farm that could take them in.
Yeah, lucky.
How did your aunt afford to buy the farm upstate?
Real story or cover story?
Cover story.
A long-lost uncle, 3 times removed, died, and we inherited the property. She was struggling to find a place to live, and we agreed to let her live there for free. She kept it up and let the family visit and have a vacation from time to time.
Real story?
I used my division bonus to buy a backup plan.
Smart. I used my division salary to cover alimony to my second ex-wife and bought some crypto.
Really?
Yes. In hindsight, you are much better at investing than I am.
Always invest in real estate. Especially real estate that has hidden bunkers and panic rooms.
Alright, there we go. Dude, with how much they're pushing Hoskins this season, I really hope that she that she shows up in the actually in the game at some point. That'd be really sick if she's been in cahoots with Keener.
Unharmed. Agent Kelso was already on site. We'll attempt to throw
Yeah, I'm not loving that these missions have 0 new
right next to the Grand Washington Hotel.
elements to them. Like it's simply a rerun.
Head to the service entrance on the east side of
Not the biggest fan of that, but whatever. I've said how many blueprints show at the crafting bench. If you have all. I know I don't have every blueprint that's out there, but I can look when we go back to the White House.
Hostile radio intercepted.
We're under attack. It might be a diversion. So be ready.
Ow. Just 10 explosions in front of me.
Hostile radio intercepted.
I'm heading upstairs to the hostage. Everybody, get to the atrium.
Shit. Saint's here.
The who now?
Hyena big shot. Real unpleasant. We need to kill this asshole.
Keener's a crypto bro confirmed. Keener, how could you?
Vital signs critical.
Say your fucking prayers. You went all the way to the top floor. Take the stairs to the right of the elevators and work your way up.
The Nemesis is entitled whatever skills you pick. Every time I fought it has healing, hive seekers, and drones. I think it was just a little bit confusing because when they marketed it, they made it sound like regardless of what you pick, the Nemesis will have a copy of what you have. But there's certain skills that they just won't run, like the revive hive. I don't think is one that they can have because how would that work? And so there's some that they'll just swap out if you're using that, and that's not something they can run. But I don't know if maybe there's been something lately where it's just not doing anything the same, because sometimes it would sync up if it's one that they would run, but it just kind of depends. Bam. Is it odd that this is the first mention of cryptocurrency in this game? It's actually not, to my knowledge. I think it was something with Keener before. Was it all the way back in Warlords? There was a the description I read of him a long time ago that talked about him investing in crypto. So, to my knowledge, it's always been related to him, but that's probably the first time it was in one of the comms. Where to get the Bighorn? I'm having a hard time on the Summon to Road difficulty. So, Mark, the Bighorn is exclusive to legendary content. So either one of the 5 legendary strongholds in the game. There's a 5% chance, I think, for it to drop from the final boss. Or from Legendary Summit. You can get it from in there as well, but it won't drop from Heroic, unfortunately. The only other option is the Dark Zone. It has the same really rare drop chance that the Eagle Bear and the Ravenous have from the Dark Zone. But, yeah, it's one of the more rare items in the game, for sure. I saw someone ask for the chess piece, and I totally forgot to post the build earlier. So that is the build. Let me put the link in the chat. So that y'all can check it out if you want to. So there you go. If you want the video that breaks down the full build, it's in the chat there. Also, appreciate the likes, everybody. I just saw that we jumped way up to 124. Thank you very much. Sudeep, I really hope I'm saying that correctly. If not, please feel free to correct me. But hi and love from India. Enjoy your gameplay. Thank you very much. That is very kind of you. India's a long ways away from where I'm at, so I appreciate you tuning in. Postman with the 5 gifted. Everybody's just feeling generous today. Going to Thanos. Have Thanos in the chat? Angel, Matthew, Ryan, and Speedy. You 5, welcome to Rogue Studios. Please drop Postman a thank you down there. Thank you so much, man. You and Foodie are just going off today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At this rate, every single person subscribed to the channel is going to be a member. I did say it correctly. I'm glad. I'm a big fan. Your videos help me a lot. Thank you so much, man. I'm very glad to hear that. Cerebro says, so what else did they break? My heart. Man, they broke my heart. I don't know if it'll ever be fixed. I'm kidding. I haven't heard any reports of new stuff being broken after the patch. They fixed the weapon sounds. They fixed the God-rolled crafting bug. So yeah, there could be stuff I'm not aware of, but I haven't heard anything as of yet. There we go. Matthew's got the spear. Thank you very much, Postman. You legend. That's 100% true. Clan XP did not. Correct, Scald. Although they didn't say it was going to be a part of this. They pretty clearly on the no issues board said that was coming into 21.2, which was not what happened today. This was just a maintenance / hotfix type of deal. I assume TU 21.2 will come next week. And there's a bunch of stuff listed on the known issues board that should be fixed up with that patch specifically. So, highly recommend you check that out if you want those details. It's linked down in the description of this stream and all my videos. That's my real name. It's Greek. Oh my goodness. Well, I was not trying to make fun of you at all. I just thought that was ironic. But that's pretty badass, dude. That I have someone legitimately named Thanos who watches the channel. Sick, dude. Thank you for being here. I hope you didn't take offense to that. That was not my intention in any way. Kelso, aren't you supposed to be with Keener?
Glad you made it.
What are you doing here?
Let's do this.
I found a new stupid little bug. What's that, Hermes? Also, Johnny becoming a member of Rogue Studios. Thank you so much, my guy. Johnny the Butcher, more like Johnny the frickin' Legend. Thank you very much, dude. That's very kind of you. Thank you for supporting what I do. You now get all the cool things, the badge, the emotes, the Discord integration, all of it. Thank you, thank you. Think they'll ever buff handling? You mean like make weapons even easier to control? In my opinion, this game is way too forgiving in terms of weapon recoil and stuff, so my personal preference would be I hope not, but I don't know. Where are they coming out of? Above me? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Stop being confused. Jeez, that was a long confused duration. There we go. I often get it because people don't know every Greek name out there. It's understandable. It's quite funny getting the Thanos jokes, TBH. Well, I'm glad that's your take on it. That is super cool, though. I actually had no idea that that had Greek origin, so that's cool to learn.
Your mom sent us to bring you home. Are you hurt?
Heads up. You've got hostiles flooding into the building from the street.
Get down there and take care of them. I got Eleanor.
I appreciate it, Lito. That's kind of you to say. And I would say that we have a pretty awesome community here as well. It's not just myself. It's all of y'all, too. Go to any commendations list, tactical support, teamwork, and change the sort by. The patch that's originally highlighted automatically equips itself before the new filter applies. Alright, I'll check that once we wrap this. That's funny. Alright, time to break down the door. Which somehow is the strongest door ever. There we go.
If you
Mission
want
done.
a chance at the girdle, you need to complete the trials, Hercules.
I want a chance at the girdle, Anna.
There's Odessa on the line.
I'll patch her in. Odessa? Kelso has some news for you.
We got Eleanor. Is she okay? She's okay. I'm bringing her home.
Alright, we don't need the Grand Washington Hotel comms, thank you.
See you soon.
Odea Tech Office will be another bounty. Yeah. Giant's Shadow. Yeah, I like how all the descriptions are actually in sync with it too. Go here. Okay, so wait. Hermes' thing was go to any of the commendations lists. Go tactical. And change sort by the patch that's originally highlighted automatically equips itself before the new filter applies. Oh, I see. I wonder why. Is it a button conflict? Is it like the same prompts for both things? Tactical sort by. No, it shouldn't be. Oh, it's probably because you're hitting A to select and then it hits the equip at the same time. So they just need to layer that button prompt. That's funny. I'll try and submit that one. Oh, you're already putting a case with support. Great. Hey, you're more proactive than most people. Which, you know, no offense to anyone else, but a lot of people seem unwilling to go through that route. Handling just isn't attractive as a stat, and I hate that. I wouldn't mind some small nerfs to guns alongside buffed handling. Yeah, I could get with that. If they make base handling closer to Division 1, but then they also then want to buff handling so that if you spec into it, you actually feel a difference, that'd be cool. I mean, I think if you go heavy into weapon handling, you do feel a difference. At least I'd. Like, if you run Braced, for example, and you have a few rolls and you're getting like 60-70% handling, I think there's a pretty noticeable difference in accuracy and stuff, especially if you're using something like an LMG. But you're right, universally, it's not as impactful of a stat. What was I trying to read here? Kudos for being interactive with the chat. Often not many other content creators are that interactive. I try my best. I appreciate you saying something. You know, sometimes it's to my detriment. I'll end up dying in funny ways because I was staring at the chat, but I feel like that's the whole point of a live, is to actually interact, so I try my best. Thank you for saying that. Do I have to go up now? I think so. How do you think past seasons will work with seasonal characters? What do you mean, Nuclear? What do you mean past seasons? Like the prime missions for the legacy ones that we unlock? Y'all ain't slick. I know you're in here. Oh, on mouse and keyboard, it's not the same button. I gotcha. Okay, well then that's weird. I don't know what would cause it. But that's good to know. I didn't consider the different input. Admin Nova in the chat. What's up, my guy? How you doing on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday? Oh, they're still coming out here. Just keep coming out this one door. Oh, lame. I was ready for it. 3 bosses at once? Looks like it. This is the 3-headed Hydra. They look very intimidating. Capture the hind.
Target neutralized. Target. Nice. Target neutralized.
You're the last one. Come out.
Just fucking dial.
Cleaning up the streets one bad guy at a time. Nicely done, Sheriff.
Alright, and then we have one more bounty. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Hermes. I said the wrong thing. I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I should know not to try and pretend I know anything about Greek mythology around you. At work, well, you know, that just means that once you're done with work, you get to enjoy the rest of the day. Well, thanks for tuning in at work then, my guy. Did the fix work? I'm just watching now. The stuff that they said they were going to, Boogeyman, seems to have mostly worked, except for the one you still can't upgrade the crafting bench past Superior. But the sound fixes worked. The God roll crafting thing worked. All that. Civic said, not sure if you know if they canceled the webtoon series that was supposed to come out. To my knowledge, they have not canceled it. But we don't have any further announcements about it as of yet. I heard that the sound issues are fixed. What about control point resets and clan XP? So base, that was not slated for this maintenance overnight. That's slated for 221.2, as is listed on the known issues board, and that should be coming, my guess would be a week from today, next Tuesday. But no, those fixes are not in yet. I mean, like General Anderson, Captain Lewis, Recruiter, right. So the past Prime mission. So they said Nuclear on the FAQ for Seasons 2.0 that Legacy Manhunt missions and content is going to be exclusive to main characters. You can't access that stuff on seasonal ones. Hermes with the actually. That's actually this. All right, I want to listen to the new comms we have before taking on the final one, because they're just so good. Oh, one of them's that. Okay, let's see what this is.
We are not talking about this.
Come on. I just want to know how much control she has over the manufacturing process.
As much as someone who has the money and understands the fundamentals, but wouldn't pick up a soldering iron for fear of it messing up her nails or pantsuit.
So, complete control in all the ways that matter.
Sure, Corporate Keener. Not really a fan of this version of your emotional evolution.
I'm just working on understanding where we went wrong so we can make sure we don't repeat the mistakes of the past.
I was wrong. I prefer Corporate Keener to introspective Keener. This model makes me uncomfortable.
We all need to evolve if we're going to survive.
Or you bend the knee.
How's that going for you?
Actively looking for a way to get Nat's leash off my neck.
You could stop wearing the black tusk girdle.
Oh, but if I did that, then your little plan won't work. Operation Cassandra depends on me staying in Nat's good graces.
Soon. We're almost ready. And after she lost Heather to budget cuts, I think we can land the Cyclops.
Don't call her that. The eye patch is kind of hot.
Who's the lovesick puppy now?
Alright, so that's before they brought Faye into the fold. What's up, Guru? And then we got this one, which says, I keep asking myself, are you up for it? Will you pull through? So far you succeeded. There is no denying that. But can you go all the way, Hercules? It's never guaranteed. I'm not an easy man to impress, Agent. Well, you know, if you're giving us just bounties to go through, Keener, I think we can handle it, personally. Dirty said, I can't play on Heroic because I don't have good enough gear, but I don't get the gear I need to play on Heroic on any lower level than Heroic. You should be able to get plenty solid stuff, Dirty, in, like, hard or challenging difficulty. You can get all the way up to God roll on any difficulty. The only thing is that the minimum possible roll lowers on each difficulty you go down. So, like, whoops, didn't mean to hit that. On, like, normal, for example, you could get a roll on here that's, like, 20% of the bar. Whereas on Heroic, maybe the lowest you would see is 60% of the bar, right? But they can all go up to 100%. So if you play lower content enough, you should be able to get stuff that's good enough. My biggest recommendation always is to do Countdown. on challenging. You can do it with 8 players. You can let them take the brunt of the difficulty of stuff, just kind of follow around and pick up the loot drops. And you'll get plenty solid gear on challenging countdown to be able to start taking on heroic, I promise. Nemesis has a huge weapon sway. Handling is very much a needed thing. I assume you mean the Nemesis exotic. Yeah, no, I don't think handling is useless. But I do think that the overall gun handling in Division 2 is far easier than Division 1. That's kind of my take there. Alright, we got the one final thing. At the end, Hercules managed to redeem himself and prove his place in the pantheon of the gods. Can you do the same? Well, that's really hyping us up here, Keener. I appreciate it, but my goodness. Oh, it's this one. I like that building. Let's go.
Target is nearby.
Div 1 gun spread is wild. Yeah, and it's like, you know, I think when you incentivize players more to learn the weapon they're using and to practice and to get better with something, that creates for a more rewarding gameplay loop, I think. And that plays into range big time, right? Like, you can take stuff on from a lot farther ranges in Div 2 because you don't have to worry as much about your bullets just going everywhere. Whereas in Div 1, that was a consideration you'd have to make, right? And so I don't know. I personally prefer when there's more player skill incentivized, but I know not everyone necessarily will feel that way. No, I wasn't trying to shoot you guys. Oh, hello. Is this actually where we need to go? Yes, okay. Hello, fellas. Where the boss at? Through here? This is one of those ones that I feel like you can get turned around in very easily. It's like you have to go down to go up or something. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. Here we go.
Target.
There they all are. What if I throw a little riot foam there?
a challenge.
You got the target. Nice.
Well, I'll be ready,
That's
Keener.
another one down. Good job, Agent.
Again, he keeps talking about joining him. That's why I hope at the end of the season, like, there's actually some, even if we don't actually join him, still some, like, movement in that direction, you know? Better not be another bait and switch. Alright, we got one last collectible off of that. Let's check it. Here we go.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Agent. You survived the trials. I hope you're beginning...
I was muted. That was the same one that we already heard. I would say that was comparable to the first one. The trials are fine. Nuclear with the $14 super chat. Thank you so much. Would you like to see a Manhunt Prime mission in a raid like Dark Horse or Dark Horse or Iron Hours? Dark Hours or Iron Horse change the flow on a Manhunt target? Absolutely. Anywhere they want to put season to Manhunt stuff that's different than what we have, I'm totally up for. I thought it would have been cool for them to do one at Kenley College at some point. That would be fun. Ooh, Kenley's open, by the way. I think it'd be cool for them to put one at, you know, the Incursion, like anywhere they want to use that's different than what we've done so far. 100%. But Nuclear, thank you so much for the donation and support as always, man. I appreciate your generosity. Yeah, let's go back to the base. What's up, Thomas? Can I see your current loadout? I'm not having the best survival and dying a lot. 100%. The link for the full build video, if you want to see the full breakdown and hear me talk about it more, is linked in the chat. The link that says PvE build up there. That's the same one. But this is the loadout right here. So let me get this straight. This is a filler season. I mean, I would say no more or less than the others we've gotten. I mean, we're getting story progression as always, but the activities are nothing new, right? The dialogue from Keener's a little interesting. It sounds like he's talking to multiple agents. Good job, Hercules. The next trials for Leto. Yeah, his wording is definitely noteworthy there, I feel like. Maybe it'll make more sense when we get to his final mission. Just tried upgrading the bench from superior to high end. It's a no-go. Project's not showing up. The bench upgrade is the only thing I'm aware of that didn't get fixed with today's thing, even though it was supposed to. I have my projects at least here, but I'm not sure if there's like a specific one you're talking about or. All right, I want to do a descent run quick to grab the comm so I don't have to do it later in the week because I typically forget until the last minute. So let's do that real quick. And then we'll see what we get into after that. Was it, don't spoil it for me, Hermes, but was it another good one if you already did it?
Shade tech prohibited. Access denied. Deactivating shade protocols. Entering combat simulation program.
Pro tip: if you want to build a house, call RogueGold. This man's always making builds.
Combat simulation program.
I'm you know, I'm useful with the tools. Honestly, I feel like I make builds less than a lot of people that are constantly theory crafting. I just like to make new stuff that's fun, you know. But that's funny, verse. What do I want here? I'm probably not going to really use any of these. We'll just do that. Do you think this season will tie in with the next DLC? 100% Grim Reaper, though we still have one more season after this before the DLC. And what they said in an interview that I made a video on a few weeks ago is that everything that's happening now will lead into the DLC. They said that the entire story arc this year with Keener and with everything is going to lead directly into the Brooklyn DLC. So I would say everything from now until we get to Brooklyn will be set up, you know? But this one won't lead directly in because we still have Year 6 Season 2 before we get to Brooklyn.
Entering new room. Difficulty rating. Easy.
I keep dying? Oh no. It wasn't last week because I think I did last week's on stream. But it was the week before that where I missed it on stream. I had to run it like 4 or 5 times, dude. I kept dying. Just from like random stuff. I felt so silly. But then on stream the next morning, because I was late up Monday night trying to finish it, because I'm like, I'm going to be behind if I don't get this. But then Tuesday morning we ran on stream and I did in the first try, so I don't know if it was a fluke or what. I wasn't even reaching the Nemesis either. It was like somewhere between loops 2 and 4. I was just dying randomly. But we'll see how this one goes. Maybe I just jinxed myself. We'll see.
Active.
What talent we get? Ooh, preservation off the rip. Down with that. No trauma in this pool. And some questionable exotic talents, but oh well. Happy Tuesday to you, Kill Nerf. Good to see you. Hope the stream goes well and everyone has a good week. Thank you, man. I hope you do. I hope you do too. Hear me out for Div 3. I've been thinking they give us the opportunity to go rogue or stay with the shade, kind of how AC Odyssey has the 2 different stories. That's 100%. A good number of people have given that idea, and I certainly think having the option to go rogue would be really cool. I don't get Descent. I need help understanding this. What part of it, Gameverse? Like I said earlier, I missed the last 2 weeks because of the Nemesis just hosed me. Yeah, mine, it was weird because mine was just, like I said, I didn't even get to the Nemesis. I was just dying randomly, but once I got there, I didn't notice anything, but I'll pay attention in this run and see if anything seems weird.
Console online.
How do I choose between Allegro and Vigilance, dude? I guess whoa, don't replace that. I guess I gotta go Vigilance. Every week I just pray that I can get it in 4 loops. It's all dependent on if you get enough easy rooms to spawn. So we'll see what happens.
Hostiles constructing.
For the Brooklyn DLC at the end, this is how I want to end. Find Kelso, throw hands with her, cut off all ties with her, Parnell and Keener, and be a lone wolf. Ain't working with none of you. Well, we'll see. I feel like they're going in a direction where we might be working with them, but I don't know. I'm sure some people will not be a fan of that because they just don't want to, and that's fair. But since they don't really offer you choices in this game, I think we're just gonna have to go with whatever direction they go with. You have the sloth loot pool. I think the talent rotations are the same for everybody, right? But this is the one I have. Oops, not that. This is what I have right now. I think it's the same for everyone. What's up, Retro? 30 minutes and the manhunt's done. I have to wait weeks for the next part. I want more. Looking forward to the changes in 2.0. Yeah, I think, you know, regardless of what your stance is on the seasonal character part of things, I think most people are excited by the fact that we're now going to have weekly manhunt content to do. Like, I certainly am. That's going to be awesome. And, you know, like Pally said in his tweet, they're supposedly making changes. He didn't specifically say it for Seasons 2.0, but I think that's implied. So we'll see what kind of stuff we hear in the coming weeks here about what they might be doing in accordance to feedback. We will see. Warlock with the $14 super chat as well. Thank you so much, dude. Watched your video on Outlaws Gone Gold. Thank you. Just wanted to know if you had heard any more updates on Outlaws. Also, do you think there's a possibility that Division 3 is a small skeleton team? Well, firstly, thank you very much for the dono and the generosity, man. Since that video, no, I've not heard any further updates on what might be going on behind the scenes. Some people, I think, took what I said in that video out of context. I saw on Reddit some people were saying that I was, like, clickbaiting and doing all this crazy stuff. All I was saying was that we know the next game for them after Outlaws is Division 3. I didn't say in the video that they were immediately, like, everybody was moving over to start working on it. That's not what I think is going to happen. But as far as the higher-ups in the creative side of things, like Julian's role and, like, other stuff, they probably don't have a lot left to do on Outlaws, right? So 100%, I think, to some degree, there has been pre-production done on Division 3. I think that a lot of the, you know, since they announced the game or confirmed that it was going to happen, you know, we're pushing now a year ago in September of last year. They've probably locked down the majority of, like, the senior members on Outlaws, like whether or not they're going to go work on Division 3 afterwards, right? So I think a lot of the plans are in place, and they probably have done some amount of pre-production. It's just a matter of when work on Outlaws is fully finished up, all the polish, the DLC stuff. That's when we'll see kind of the major shift happen over there. Isn't Outlaws this month? It's next month. It's August 30th. So just under 2 months to go until that comes out. But yeah, going gold is a big milestone. Launch will be a big milestone. And obviously whenever someone updates their Twitter bio to say such and such roll on the Division 3, that's when we'll be like, oh boy, it's happening. So, yeah. But again, Warlock, thank you very much for the generosity, man. Incessant chatter, yes, please. Rogue, hot take, PvP doesn't make sense to me in the game. At times you go rogue, kill agents, then leave, and you're a shade again. I think Dark Sun should function like Fragile Alliance. I'm not familiar with Fragile Alliance, but I've seen that take before, that it doesn't make a ton of sense to go rogue and then you just kind of run it off. I totally get that argument. I think, as somebody who enjoys the Dark Sun loop, I think it would be hard to imagine it being any other way, like having permanent consequences, because then that kind of fundamentally changes the flow of the Dark Zone, you know? But if they shift up how it works altogether, then maybe they could do something there.
Hostile construction initiated. Constructing hostile combat.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Brave. I do Riot Foam and a Decoy. Those are my top picks. The executives need to leave the development team alone. Let them cook and have their creative. Let them be creative and innovative. Yeah, 100%. I think what's always frustrating to me, and again, I'm not the one with the hundreds of millions I'm putting up on the table, so I don't want to pretend like I'm in that position. But there's just so many examples throughout time of how executive tampering leads to a worse product that it's shocking to me that more don't realize. If we let these creative people do what they do best, which is be creative, we'll probably see more money on the other side. So, I'm with you. I hope that they give the massive team the amount of freedom they have. I think the good news is, you know, compared to, like, let's say back when Division 1 came out and they started work on Division 2, oh, that RPM. Someone like Julian at this point has earned a lot of sway within that company. The fact that he's delivered them big successes like Div 1, like Div 2. The fact that they gave that team, like, I still think it's very significant that they gave that team Star Wars. Like, that's a very high profile, I don't want to say high risk, but it's like it's an important title for Ubisoft, right? If Outlaws sells well, it's going to sell really well, right? And so they want a team that they trust to hopefully make that as good as it can be. So, I hope with the fact that Ubisoft is now going to be in that executive producer role, and that team has now delivered Div 1 and 2, and hopefully Outlaws if it does well, that'll earn them a lot of goodwill and sway to say, you know, if they need a delay or they need more time to work on something, they can just say, hey, we need this if you want this to sell well. And hopefully, Ubisoft would allow that. But we'll see.
Console available.
We'll do a little bit of hazard there. Sad and angry that it's 2.
Constructing hostile combatant. Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors.
Definitely, had they canceled Heartland without the knowledge, with us, I can talk, without us having the knowledge that Division 3 was going to be a thing, I think I would be even more devastated than I was about it being canceled, which was already quite a bit. I'm very sad that it's not coming, but at least the silver lining is that we know that Division 3 is in the books, right? MVAT, welcome in. Good to see you.
High value target. Poison gas detected.
You know, Ryan, that would be my hope, that Red Storm comes back and gets to work on Division 3 or help with Division in some capacity. But I don't think it's a great sign that Ubisoft put them on Rainbow Six and X Defiant. Maybe that's just temporary until Division 3 is actually more like in full production. Then maybe they'll bring them over. But yeah, I don't love that that was the decision that was made, was to put them on X Defiant and Rainbow Six. So hopefully we see them come back in the future. Alright, let's not die. That'll be preferable. Hopefully we won't see the same with Resurgence. The good news about Resurgence is that they did actually put out a... It wasn't a post, but they replied to someone about a week ago asking why there hasn't been any news, and they said, development's still going, we'll share news when it's ready. So I don't know why they've been so quiet, but I have pretty certain faith that Resurgence will be just fine, and that it'll ship by the end of the year, presumably. Well, but I'm saying, Malasai, there's a chance that since Division 3 isn't going to be in full production until presumably, we'll say 3 to 4 months from now, that they could bring them over at that point, right? And have their time on X Defiant and Rainbow Six be like very short term, like a 6-month gig. But I don't know if we're going to see that or not. Ooh, I got the best frickin' gun for this, at least the one I like the most. There we go. Oh, stream audio issues. I'm sorry if you're having that. People have been saying that the last few, and it seems like it's a YouTube problem. I need to try and look into if that's anything I can remedy on my end at all, but I'm sorry if that's happening.
Difficulty rating medium. Constructing hostile combatant. Hostile construction initiated.
Feels so good to have my LMG sounds back. My iron lung accuracy was doing questionable things when I didn't have sound. Oh, I grabbed the M249 Malachite. That's like my favorite gun from the Nemesis, personally. At least with how I build my talents, I think it works quite well.
Room selected. Difficulty rating easy. Hostile construction initiated. Constructing hostile combatant.
Alright, two audio guys, two melee guys. It's not what I was expecting there. Really whiffed that riot foam.
Console available.
There we go, another easy one. Love that.
Room selected. Difficulty rating easy. Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors. Hostile construction.
The only way I think 2027 would work retro is if they changed the release window from March. Which is certainly possible. I mean, it's not like, you know, Division doesn't have to release in March to be successful. But, you know, because if they're starting full production, let's say in 3 to 4 months, then putting it out in March 27 would mean less than 3 years of work. Which, it's not impossible, but I would be nervous if we learned that that was the release date, you know? So that's why I think March 2028 makes sense to me. But we'll see. Yeah, November 27. If Division switched to a like prime time, you know, release date within the year, that would certainly be interesting. Because that's typically like where a lot of big games release, is the October-November window. I'm gonna try and do this bounty one more time if I'm taking a break. Which one are you doing, Dirty? Is it for the manhunt or?
Electrical hazard detected. Entering new location. Difficulty rating easy. Hostile construction initiated. Constructing hostile combatant.
Oh, I didn't know I was in the shock right there. That's awkward. Bop.
Console available. Supply station online.
With the GTA 6 coming out, it's going to be a store and players moving over there. If you'd be smart, they'll wait until 2030. Well, that's, I mean, GTA 6 is coming out, what, next year? I think that's, personally, I don't see any reason why they would care about a 4-year-old game to hold it that long. I don't know. I understand why people say GTA 6 is, like, such a big thing to be aware of. And certainly I don't think it's smart to release a game within, like, 2 or 3 months of that coming out. But, like, personally, I don't really care about GTA 6. I've played GTA 5. I think it's fine, but I don't really care about it that much. And I can't imagine I'm the only one out there who feels that way. Like, obviously, it's a mega franchise, no question about it. But I do think people underestimate consumers' willingness to try things out, you know, not that long after something they love comes out. Like, I get 1 month, 2 month, 3 months after you probably want to avoid. But any longer than that, I really don't think is that big of a problem. Personally. Henry, what's up, man? Colonel said, how many loops can you play without getting bored? I don't know if I've tried putting a number on it. Right now I'm running it for the weekly comm. That's what I typically do every week. My thing is less boredom. Like, once I enjoy the higher loops. That's like what I enjoy about Descent the most, is when you can really start building up that power fantasy with all the talent stacking. My problem is just that you can't save and come back. Like, I have stuff I have to do in my life. I want to eat, I want to use the bathroom, all that, and you can do some of that while your character is staying there, but if Descent had a save and return feature, I'd play it so much more, and my friends and I would too, and it'd be a lot of fun, but that's my personal biggest gripe with it. Ryan with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much, dude. Going to J Dread, not on fire, Kuroa, Brian, Michael, and Unknown. Ryan, thank you so much, dude. And those 5 people, if you're in here, be sure to drop Ryan a thank you down in the chat. That's very kind of you, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ramon, the talent pool, I believe, is Sloth. That's what other people were saying. I'm not sure of the name, but this is it. Those are the exotic picks. Offensive, defensive, utility. So yeah, I think it's Sloth, but I didn't check for myself. Oh, the best. This one's great too. By the way, Zero Cool, what's going on? It'd be nice if they could start Resurgence. Wait, what? It would be nice if they could start Resurgence, would start with Div 1 and carry over into Div 2. Not fully sure what you mean, EM. I highly disagree. The power fantasy is completely lacking. That's what sucks, because the enemy scaling just gets too insane once you're past 20. I mean, obviously that's your opinion. I respect it. I think that, like, there's a very clear difference, though, between the kinds of builds you can make in the open world versus or in the regular game compared to what you can do in Descent, like when you get 10 stacks of Allegro, right? That's more what I mean. The thing with, like, once you get on those super high loops, it's like, well, they have to make it difficult, otherwise you would just never die, right? So I think it's a tough balance between how do we make the player feel super powerful, and how do we also bring a challenge as they get higher and higher. So it's a tough balance.
Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors. Hostile construction initiated.
I'm on the hunt.
1 second, MJ. Let me kill the guys right in front of me. Did they fix the broken bench? Did they fix the rollback? Oh, and did they roll back accounts or any of those things? So the bench, as of today, you can no longer do the god roll crafting, is what I've been told. You unfortunately can't still level it up past superior. That's still something they need to work out. But no, they've done no rollbacks or any other sanctions for people who took part in that. It seems like that's not something they're going to be pursuing. But to my knowledge, you can no longer do the god roll crafting. Wait, hold on. So we have Lord Zero Cool, and then we have Zero Cool 210. That's trippy. But what is up, 210? Do you think a smaller, lower budget div game in the style of Assassin's Creed Chronicles would do well? Honestly, Henry, I would have to look up what Assassin's Creed Chronicles is. I'm not familiar with it. But my whole thing, you know, ever since they announced, like, their plans for a larger Division universe, I think they should continue to experiment with different styles of storytelling in games. Like, they should totally do, like, a single-player Division story game. That'd be cool. I don't think that should be the Division 3, which is what some people have said, that they want Division 3 to just, like, be purely a story game. I feel like the main line should stay looter shooter RPG. That's what's made the franchise successful thus far. But 100% they should do the different styles of games and experiments, since we have this universe where the whole point is that you can do that stuff, right, under the one umbrella. Do you think an older gear set will get a buff in the next season? If so, what would you like to see buffed? For me personally, I hope it's aces and eights. Do I think one will get buffed next season? I mean, I hope so. It seems like they've done that sometimes, and sometimes they don't. So it kind of depends on... It's possible. I mean, they said in the FAQ for Seasons 2.0 that if there's a gear set that aligns with the modifier they're doing that season, that they will then buff it up so that it's more worthwhile that season. So it kind of depends on what the modifier is going to be for next season, right? The inaugural season under that new system. If it aligns with the pre-existing gear set we have, then yeah, I think they would. But obviously we don't know what that's going to be yet.
Console active.
Take another roll of critical. And we got our 4 loop. A nemesis fight. That's what we want. Have you checked out the Div 2 China stuff? Is pretty radical. Yes, we were actually talking about it at the start of the stream. I'm not sure if you're talking about the apparel or the game mode, but what you have to keep in mind about the China version is that they have a completely different monetization system. You essentially have to pay real money to continue playing that game. Like, to level up gear, you're almost forced to spend real money to get your stuff past level 1 and up to level 40. And they also are it's only on PC. It's tailored towards high-end PCs, meaning that for apparel, and for like environmental design, they can pump the fidelity and the graphics and like the particle effects way higher than they're able to on our version of the game, because they don't have to make it work on technology like the Xbox One and the PS4 that's now over a decade old, right? So those are two very important distinctions to keep in mind between the two versions. Oops, I didn't mean to shoot that right in front of me. Yeah, I think if they were going to do a story game, I would personally think it'd be cool to see it in the style of The Last of Us. That would fit very well, I think. But again, I wouldn't want that to be Div 3. I know some people do. Some people whose opinion I respect a lot want that, and that's totally fine. I just think that the whole point of having the universe is that you can branch out and try those things, but I don't see a compelling reason why they should switch away from the main formula for the mainline games, right? But we'll see what they choose to do. I don't think really any of these apply to me, but I'll just take one for fun. F3, what's up? What do you mean by the new trial? I don't play Div so much. So basically the current season that we have in the game, the new little spin that they're doing on the Manhunt content is trials. Aaron Keener is giving us trials to go through to see if we're worthy of like meeting up with him. So the latest one of those unlocked today, which was Hercules. And we ran through that in the first part of the stream. Alright, let's stock up on this. I'm going to be paying attention to see if the Nemesis acts weird, which is what we were hearing about. Sorry, after my huge gulps of water, Nuclear with another... Excuse me, I'm sorry. $14 super chat, thank you so much. Here's a fun question for you. With all the games that you've played, what game environment would you live in and why?
Entering new room.
That's a good one.
Difficulty rating
What environment would I live in and why? It would have to be from World of Warcraft, I think. And the one area that I routinely return to in World of Warcraft was, if I can remember the name, Eversong? Whatever the starting zone for the Blood Elves is, with that, like, the red trees and, like, the golden grass. I love that place. So that would be my answer. Would be World of Warcraft, specifically the Blood Elf starting zone, up where they had Silver Moon City. Hey, you stuck me from through the cover? That was crazy. Yeah. I think that place was gorgeous. But thank you again, Nuclear, for the generosity as always, dude. And Saturn coming in with the $8 as well. Third super on a live. Thank you, dude. Happy bug fix day, indeed. Weapon sounds are back. My LMG has sound again. Thank you as well, man. You guys are both very, very kind and generous. I appreciate it greatly.
Simulation terminated.
Well, I didn't notice too much from the Nemesis there, but I might have killed him too quick to tell. But that seemed pretty normal to me. I didn't notice anything too wild. I don't know. Eversong Woods, yes, thank you. Thank you, UK. Eversong Woods for the Blood Elf starting zone. Love that place. I love WoW so much. I don't think I could really get into it this day and age. I hope they do a World of Warcraft 2 someday. I'd love that so much. But yeah. Oh no, Dirty Sam, I'm taking an effing break. I'm gonna guess you died on the bounty again. I'm sorry, man. I'm sure you'll get it. You can drop the difficulty too if you drop your open world difficulty down to whatever. Or maybe that doesn't apply to manhunt stuff. I don't remember. But anyways, I hope you have a good rest of your day, man. We'll see you around. So there we go. What was that collectible called? Roster. Alright, well, I'll listen to it off stream. Where did I get all of this stuff? I didn't realize I had so many freaking caches laying around. Hang on. Leroy Jenkins. Mallory's about to buy Div 2 for the Xbox. There we go. You caved. I just knew I had to hold out long enough that it would happen eventually. Hopefully you found it for a good deal though, because like I said, they're definitely doing that these days. You can get it pretty cheap. I'm just teasing, you know I am. Well, let's see what blueprint we get. The Darkness. Probably something I will never craft in my life, but I will take it. Hey, what's up, Vincent? It is 100% okay to ask noob questions. I'm more than happy to try and help out. What you got for me? I think if someone is a community-facing person, or they claim they are, and they're not willing to help new players out, then that's kind of silly. So 100%. Can you get blueprints just by defeating the nemesis every time, or just a weekly project that gives that? That cache specifically, the reconstructed one, you have a 50% chance of getting one when you defeat the nemesis. So it's not a guarantee. I think the first guaranteed reconstructed cache is like loop 18 or something. So it's pretty far in, but the nemesis gives you a 50% chance to get it from there. A Dread Edict, I will take the expertise levels on that. That's a good point, Malside. I wouldn't say I forgot, but I just haven't thought about it in a long time. You can buy reconstructed caches from here once you play enough. You see I have 950 NSA tokens, so you can buy them from here as well after you play a good bit of Descent. Why was there only one nemesis there in your Descent run? Is it because you only did easy rooms? Oh, I can't see behind the thing here. I was aiming for the most difficult ones for some time to prepare. So the number of nemesis that you face is purely dependent on your group size. If you go in solo, you'll face one. Or at least I think... Hold on, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that right? You got multiple if there's more than one person in your group? I haven't ran Descent in a group in a minute, so I don't want to actually be saying that incorrectly. But I'm pretty sure it's the same with like Hunters in the Summit, where it'll do however many are in your group.
Identified.
So yeah, the only reason I do the easy ones is just so I can try and get through there fast, because I'm just trying to do the project. Okay, thank you all for confirming. I was 90% sure, but I'm like, I had a moment of doubt. So yeah, Vincent, it's purely based off of how many people are in your group. So since I was playing solo, I just had the one. All right, well, we're coming up on 2 hours here. I say we run a few rounds of Conflict, since I saw that was the weekly project earlier. Right down here. So let's do that. And why not run the sniper build that I just made a video on? That'd be fun. See if I can get any kills there. If I do horribly, I'll switch off, but we'll try it first. But are they easier for your rush? Not necessarily. It's kind of a weird dynamic because in theory the nemesis copies your character in there, Vincent. So like in theory the more it's weird because if you have, so let's say if you do the harder rooms and you get more talents and you take a longer time to get there, you get more stats, then you're more powerful, but technically so is the nemesis, right? The only reason I do the easier version is so I'm done with it faster. That's the only reason. I'm technically making it harder for myself, that I don't have more chances for exotic talents or weapon picks or skill picks or any of that. So no, it's not easier if you do the easier rooms. It's kind of a backwards mindset where if you're doing the easier ones, you get there faster and it's harder. But that's just kind of how it's set up. For the sniper build, why not run the White Death for the extra headshot damage? I don't love how it handles from the shouldered perspective. But I'll give it a roll this round, see how it goes. No reason not to. But I just think the M700 is super smooth with the handling and all that. Saturn with the 9-month member message. Wish we had a couple more conflict maps, and me and you both, dude. I would be over the moon if we learned one day that we're getting more. 100%. Also, what's up, Dylan? How you doing? Michael Russell with the $10. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. Not even a message, just dropping it in. I appreciate it very much, dude.
Neutralize all enemies before you run out of reinforcements.
Now I have extra pressure to do well here. But thank you so much as always, man. That's very kind of you. There's my headshot one. There it is. We got the integrated, and yeah. Yeah, I think what Grant was saying is true. It has higher base damage, right? Yeah, so the M700 does more damage. That's probably a more compelling reason than my handling reason that I gave. Also, Michael with a 16-month member message saying, "Hey Rogue, what's up, man? 16 months and the 10. You're very kind as always, man. Thank you very much." Yeah, like that shot just doesn't feel good in the way that the M700 does. I don't like it.
An agent needs assistance.
This is not good. Oh, he's rezzing. Whoops. Try the SR1 then. I do like the SR1. I've used it. It just has less damage than the M700. So for me, the M700 is the right blend in between of damage and handling. But yeah. So I'm the only one not being able to use emotes on Division 2. I'm able to use mine. Alright, I'm like the most useless teammate right now. I'm doing absolutely nothing. They're all rushing up there, so I'm going to try and back up.
Boost about to come online.
Is he still sitting right there?
Boost online.
Oh, yes he is. Hey, partner.
Allies are acquiring the boost. The boost has been taken.
One more time. Nope, not one more time.
Serious trauma detected. Agent down.
Jeez. Freezy with the $50. What in the actual F? Solo the weekly legendary for me. Oh, God. Solo legendary.
Assistance.
Freezy, that is incredibly generous of you, though, dude. Thank you so much. And I can't get a kill to save my life to thank you for it. Yeah, I'm not good with this thing. Dude, that is incredibly nice of you and over the top. Thank you so much for that. There we go. Finally got one.
Detected.
Thank you, man. And just for you, after this game, I will attempt the first part of soloing Legendary. I don't think I'll get through it, but I will do it just for the hell of it. But thank you so much, man. That is above and beyond in supporting what I do on here. Thank you so much. Goodness me. I can't swap out here because of the combat lock, but next time I die, I'm swapping back to my M700. Alright, we'll get some snipes and we'll try a legendary. You said specifically the weekly one. What is the weekly legendary this week? I didn't look. Oh god, see, like I should have hit that, dude. Those are hitting. There we go. Hey, I just don't like its handling. It jumps around in weird ways. Oh, I also forgot I have Determined on here, which is not really that great for damage. So that's kind of awkward. Hey, behind me. Thank you. I'm going to swap back to my M700. There we go. Let's do this now. Sam, yes, they fixed the gun sound on LMGs and rifles and all that. They fixed the crafting bug. You can't craft the god rolls anymore. I have not checked the other ones, like the Keener watch thing they were talking about. I'm not sure on that yet.
Claiming the supply drop.
Michael, I can link it to you right after. I put out a video just the other week on it. Or just the other day, rather. But I will link it to you as soon as this is over. Oh, it's Tidal Basin. Good lord. Well, Freezy, I will give it my best, but I am probably not making it all the way through. Spoiler warning. I think the Descent com is pretty interesting. All right. Well, then I'm excited to look at it once the stream's over. Oh, he's one shot.
You're halfway through the fight.
Oh, ow. That's hitting me?
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Peek it. I know you want to. Bam!
Hostile stinger detected.
Alright, let him get the res. No!
Serious trauma.
Dang it, dude.
Agent out
I was trying to be fancy.
Agent vital signs 0. Hostile defender drone detected.
Also, I'm sorry, Mallory. I totally was distracted with the 22-month member message being a Heartlander for a good bit of that. You were a legend. You owe me some waffles? I guess I do if you got Division 2 on Xbox. I'll arrange a way in which I can ship ship waffles across the country. Thank you for everything that you do for me and the community. You know I appreciate it.
Boost now active. Hostile explosive seeker.
I gotta throw this my way. I don't want it. You guys should go and grab the boost. It's safe.
The boost is being
100% safe. Oh, he's one shot. Ugh. Dang, that was a good high push.
Agent out of action. Agent killed.
You don't have many reinforcements left.
Nice, Michael. No, you're totally good, dude.
Boost will soon deactivate.
Never got to explain what's going on in your life. Freezy's request was that specifically I do it solo, which makes me frightened, but I will try it. But I'll give you a disclaimer.
Hostile stinger hive
I'll go until I wipe. I mean, if I die like right away, I'll try it again. But if I die at some point along the way, I will have to go because I do have other stuff I got to get to today. But I will give it an honest attempt, and we'll see how far we get.
Agent down.
Maybe they didn't see me.
You're out of reinforcements. Hang in there.
Hostile defender drone
All
detected.
right. How did he live through that? How did he live through that? Did he have Unbreakable?
Agent in.
I headshot him and he just like his armor didn't move. I think I took all his armor and it got replenished by Unbreakable. That's my best guess. That was weird. Oh, I'm not coming back. Shoot. I probably should have played more carefully. I was not really paying attention to the score.
An agent needs assistance.
Tough stuff. This and that, what's up? Always enjoy the stream. Thank you. Actually, watching you play Conflict made me start playing the mode, even though I'm not huge on PvP. Well, I always love hearing that, man. I know it's not for everybody, but I do think there's a fair amount of enjoyment to be had. So I hope you've liked it. But thank you so much for the kind words and for tuning in, man. I appreciate it.
Hostile explosive seeker mine detected. Agent down.
All right, Nacho. I believe in you.
Is being claimed by the enemy. The specialization supply drop has fallen into enemy hands.
This guy's taking it all the way, guys. He's gonna single-handedly save the game.
Boost about to come online.
Time's almost out.
Boost online.
Clutch or kick. Yeah, when it's random matchmaking. Michael with another 10, dude. For your hard work, Rogue. Well, thank you so much, man. Y'all are too nice.
The boost is being taken by the enemy,
Y'all are too nice.
and the enemy has acquired the boost.
Thank you very much. Dude, I appreciate it sincerely, as you know. Scott's a tough time, indeed. I don't want to... Oh! You missed the one point that they ran to the spawn, man. Nacho, what was that? You were trying to hold the whole time and then you go into your menu?
It's a loss.
That was silly.
Sorry.
No, it was a good game. I was kind of messing around. I probably should have paid a little bit more attention. But it's all good. It's what we do. I'm just dreading my solo legendary attempt that I have to give now. Well, let's try it. Let's see how we do. See how we do. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put on my striker with a bit of PFE in there.
Entering safe area. Hostile control point nearby.
I'm gonna swap my outfit too, just to be as intimidating as possible. Put on our anime stickers. Do I want to run? I would probably rather have a decoy, so let's put on survivalist for the extra protection from elites. Do I have AR on here? I do, okay. That should be solid. I'll put on decoy. Alright, so now I got 46%. Contractors are foxes instead of coyote? What do you mean? I love my coyotes. I think this is a good setup. This is what I run in the incursion. I think it works pretty well. I'll try it with this. If I get demolished right away, I'll give something else a go. But that's my disclaimer. I will give it an honest attempt, but I unfortunately don't have the time today to sit here for hours to try it. But let's see how far we get. So it is it's Tidal Basin. All right, Freezy, you're a madman for making me do this. We'll see how it goes.
Detected. Nearby location guarded by hostiles.
You've got your objective. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Gonna take a big drink of water before I run in here. All right. Let's see how it goes. I do, Hermes, actually. I'll have to send you a message later. Too much to get into here. Alright. For the record, people, I don't normally solo legendary, so if you see me doing silly things, please forgive me. I think I want to... Let's do this. Shock him for a second. Broke the chain. I got his pack. That's a good start, maybe. Oh, he's right in my face. That was lucky that I was able to get him. I'm already kind of terrified. This guy's on my side here.
Vital signs critical.
I'm so dead. Please understand, this is not... Alright, alright, alright. Different strategy. Different strategy. I'm not going to go up there this time. We're going to sit back. This is not my normal thing, people. This is not my expertise. Alright, I pushed too far up. I didn't know they were going to flank me on the side there. That's the other problem, is I don't know the spawns. I think people who solo these know where they're going to come from most of the time. I guess if it was on, like, Roosevelt or District Union, I might know. But I don't know these new ones that well. Alright, can I get the shock ammo again? What's up, Bartos? There is. There's a 4th of July themed one in there right now. The red, white, and blue. I like this, where I get his attack right off the bat. But then I think I just need to back way up. Maybe. I'm so exposed, though. Dude, how do people do this? For real. Unless they're just going way down in the hole. I'm dead. Can I go and hide in the hole? I guess I'll try that. But that's so boring. I'm kidding, I'll do it. Alright, my goal at least is to get past the first room. That's gotta be an accomplishment. I'm still gonna take out that heavy's backpack because I like getting rid of that early. Alright, pack gone. I was gonna try and get one of the shotgunners, but they're too far in there. Yeah, you come on down to me. I think that's the heavy waddling towards me. I'm gonna wait till I have my decoy. no. No, no, no. There's another wave? See, this is the problem. I don't know all the spawns. Ugh. Alright, back to the hole. I didn't know there was gonna be another wave. I don't think they all push down here. Oh, there's one. Pick up. I know you're there. Okay, this guy's willing to push. I tried to pop an insta-kill right there. Ugh. No Ouroboros. I don't know, is it really good on Legendary? I feel like the shock ammo's nice. Alright, well, Freezy, this is what you got me into. I will get past the first room before signing off, and then next time I die, that'll be it. Clearly, this is not my forte. Alright, but now I know there's a second wave. I won't stay up there. Skill build with glass cannon. Maybe in the future I'll make a full another build, but I'm not gonna go and do the full thing right now. Where's that heavy at? Different spawn this time? Oh, he's over there. You know what, Hermes? That's a very good suggestion, man. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Why are you still... Why are you shooting me, dude? Oh, my decoy didn't throw? Oh, dang it. I thought it actually activated over there. Gotta get his backpack so he doesn't mess me up. There we go. It's 100% true, Michael. I'm way more proficient at the PvPs than this stuff. I mean, I like Legendary in groups, because solo is just stressful, and it takes a long time. But I have the utmost respect for people who do that regularly, which I think is you, Freezy. Don't you do that stuff all the time? Oh man! Again, I pushed up too far. Give me a cover-to-cover option. There's not one. Oh, those stupid drones. I hate the drones. Alright, we got this. You walked in the fire, idiot. Alright, there we go. 2 left. Oh. Just for the disrespect. Okay. I was about to joke around so I can hit him with a crossbow, but that was clearly not a funny joke to him. This is actually a problem. There we go. Now I gotta do it all directives. Well, that's what I'm using, Ken. I just don't think I'm cut out for it. I mean, I don't have like full PFE, but I've got almost 50%. Alright. I'll stay right now. I'll try my hardest, but next time I die, I do have to get off. Let's see what we can do here. Nope, he backed up as soon as I went to make a move.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Again, my instinct is like shut these people down before they get too close. But I know I really just have to let them come to me. Oh, they have a stupid healing box down. Oh. Jeez, dude. I'm down to my last kit. What am I supposed to do about that? Oh, I believe it 100% for easy, and I'm sure it's a matter of like, you know, once you memorize what waves of ads there are, good lord, and what order they spawn in, I 100% believe that it becomes way easier. But like I said, I got the utmost respect because it's still not easy. It's still tough content. Alright, what is my game plan here? Because they're not pushing me in the way I was hoping they would.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
I know these drones are coming. Just gonna have to use this and push out. They're just so dug in. All right, get that out. Look at the decoy, not me. It was his med box, right?
Vital signs critical.
That hurt. And there's drones coming. Oh boy.
Out of action.
I think I'd rather just sit there and do this than just sit there and punch myself over and over again. Alright, we got a dog down. That's good. Progress.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Now I just need a kit or for my hive to come back. What's up, Mav? No, Freezy was very generously
Serious trauma detected.
donated 50 and said that I should do the solo weekly legendary. So I said I'd give it a shot, and that's where we are. Oh, that's a nade. Another dog down. You should totally be dead. You were one shot. Oh, we're reviving people now? Great. That's what I need.
Medical assistance needed.
Where?
Signs 0.
Actually, where? I want to see that angle that happened. Alright. That was fun, quote unquote. But that's all I got in me for today. Freezy, though, I sincerely appreciate the generosity, man. I truly do. Sometime maybe you'll have to run me through one in a group, or I'll have to prepare better for that. But that was fun. Thank you, everybody, for such a fun stream. Went through the trial, got our descent comm, did some PvP, attempted a solo legendary. I got through one room. I mean, that's got to count for something, right? Totally. That's like, you know, that's a big deal. No, but it was a ton of fun as always. All of the donations and gifted memberships today, I sincerely appreciate. Freezy, Postman, Foodie, Michael, Nuclear, Saturn, every single one of you that did. I appreciate it very, 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 very much. And yeah, we'll be back next week. We await to hear some further news. I'll visit my stash, all right, for all those items that have been in there for forever. We await further news from the team about what sorts of changes might be coming that Pally was alluding to in his message the other day that I covered, so we'll see what we learn from that. But, you know, in the meantime, you know what to expect. More videos stream next Tuesday. It'll all be good. So, as always, appreciate you all very much. Again, thank you all so much for the generosity today. And I'll see you soon. So, we got in here Mav, Wolf, Postman, Scott, Notorious Hermes, Rogue Family, what's up, Lido, Brave, Saturn, Ken, Michael, Ryan, Lido, who else is up here? Of course, Freezy, Matt, Hermes, if I didn't already say. Every single one of you in here know who you are. I respect the attempt, sir. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And again, Freezy, thanks so much for the support, man. But yeah, every single one of you, appreciate you. See you all very soon. Until then, RogueGold out.